Hi, Flosstube. I'm Daphne, aka Mama Metzger. Hi to those returning. Welcome if you're new. I'm just doing an update today. It's been about 2.5 weeks since my last video. I am shooting for 2 weeks. Now that baseball season is over, that should definitely be happening. My two sons played their last games on Thursday. They won both their games. They're very happy about that. But life should calm down now that we're not doing 2 to 4 games a week. Kind of chill out just a little bit. He did finish another one of his cross-stitch hedgehogs. I don't have it here to show because he's already gifted it. He is working on another one, so when he finishes that, hopefully we'll be able to bring him back on and he'll be able to show everybody his work. So that's all my updates. Life is life, teaching kids, right? Cleaning house, cooking meals. I did get some sewing done. I watched Christine from Stitch All the Things, her video on how to make a grind guard. She does beautiful stitching, and the time she takes and the detail is fabulous. I did just backstitch. It's mine. I wasn't gifting it. If it had been a gift, I would have totally used her technique. I loved how she showed her technique for not having to backstitch and how she buries her knots and things. But here's my grind guard. It is a Beauty and the Beast one on my 8x8 Q-snap. I do have the 17x17 Q-snap, but I don't hold it. It does go in my Lowry stand and I stitch from there. But this is a little cumbersome to stick in the Lowry stand. I just don't like it. And so I do hold this one. So I felt this one warranted a grind guard. And then if I made a grind guard and I have a needle minder to match, I thought I needed a bag to match. So I made a bag out of the same fabric. So now I'm all matchy-match. You got the princess thing going on. It is green on the inside. It's what I had. I didn't want to buy anything. I already had some fusible fleece I used. I already had the zipper. I like to go to yard sales and estate sales and buy zippers for really cheap, and then I just use what I have. Crafting on the cheap, right? I don't mind spending good money on good things, but I will probably do it with a coupon like this fusible fleece I use a lot. I went on a Black Friday to Joann's, had a 60% off coupon, and I bought an entire bolt of fusible fleece. This has got to be 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm still working my way through it. I like doing things on the cheap. So now I have a bag and everything to match. That's the only sewing I really did this week. I need to get working on my Disneyland quilt, but haven't felt it. I've been working in the garden. That's kind of been taking all my time. I've got my garden in full swing. Strawberries are coming in. Tomatoes are coming in. So, I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. Getting the beans up. Beans are up. Peppers are up. I did plant some hydrangeas, hoping to get just a pretty flower that blooms frequently. And I put that in my front yard next to the rhubarb. And the raspberries, which this will be my first year getting raspberries. We planted them last year, and I have an entire cane full of raspberries this year, so I'm quite pleased with that. But at night, or when I'm not outside because it's hot, it's been raining here, so that's been nice. I did start this. He gives me quite a chuckle. He's holy. He's my holy cow. I probably should fill him in, but I think I may just keep him that way for a little while so I can chuckle every time I see him. I started the chicken here, and so I'm hoping to be able to have this done by the next time I update. I did change this color, and I did the same thing on the last one. I just don't think I mentioned it. They're supposed to be white. I didn't like the white. I know they're supposed to be snowflakes, but I didn't like it, and so I changed it to a brown. So hopefully next week I will have this one finished and in the pile to be sewn into Christmas ornaments. The other thing I worked on is I did get a pair of readers. My mom calls them cheaters. So if you hear me say cheaters, that's what I grew up being told they were. Glasses to wear when I have my contacts in. They worked very well. My only problem was when I would pop up to look at whatever was interesting on the TV on my show, they made me sick. And then I don't know what happened, but After I started using the readers, I could see this. I've not had headaches since. It's been fine. I don't know if my eyes just decided, hey, we can do this on our own, or what's going on, but I seem to be fine now. So I did get a little bit of this done. I'm working on completing 310, which all I have left is the rest of this right here and the rest of this here. And then it's only 3 pages wide. It is quite a bit long. But that's what I liked. It's to go by my door, and I've got a small skinny wall right there next to my front door. But I'm hoping to be able to complete the 310. You know, I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to complete the 310 because I tend to not make my goals. So we're going to keep it small. I'm going to complete the 310 before our next update. Let's see if I can get it done. And then, Lindsay at Thread Maniac had sent me this to get an opinion on. I don't like the grime guards that go over these here. I do feel it's a bit bulky. But I do, when it's attached to my Lowry frame, I push and pull right here. And so she made these grime guards to go right here. What I like about it is I do have big hands. I am 5'10". I'm a big girl. And my hands are big. I do have big hands. And I mean, look, I can even get away with being over here. It's big enough for my hand to sprawl out, to hold on. And it's big. I love that. Generally, when things are made like this, my hands are too big. And so I love that. I love that it doubles as a needle minder. My needle just sits right there. Or you can push it in. I love that. I just absolutely love this. I am going to be emailing her sometime this week to let her answer some questions she had on it. But it's fabulous. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for allowing me to try this for you and review it. They are fabulous. I love it. It's a great solution for people who don't like the ones going across the whole thing. And now I can actually touch my fabric up here and not worry about it getting dirty. So thank you so much. So yeah, there's that. I thought I did pretty good progress on that. Got going pretty good. And then the only other stitching I did was on my nativity. I said I was going to finish the yellow, and I convinced myself I did. I finished all the yellow in the tree and this wise man. However, the yellow started getting tedious for me, and so this is not done. But I did color complete 310 instead. So my goal is to go ahead and finish the yellow over here now that the 310 is done. The sky's all filled in. And then, so up here I've got some holes. All those holes right there are all the same color. So I'm going to do that color. I did notice I'm on the Haid official website or Facebook page. There's a lady doing the same exact picture as a Haid. I am really hoping that the artist sold their paint picture to both companies. I really hope so. I do know that the colors are different. I'm pretty sure the Haids have more colors because where I've got my 310, she has a darker blue. So my fingers are crossed that they just sold to both, and I don't know. I'm just going to hope that they did. I don't even know how to go about figuring that out. But there that is. I absolutely am loving how he's looking. He's actually got a beard and an eyeball now. I do. I love this piece. This is a mindless. I know some people don't care for the pre-printed. I like it. It's mindless for me. Find the color, stitch the hole. Find the color, stitch the square. But I do like the counted too. I like having a variety on how I'm feeling. You know, if I'm not in the mood, this is perfect. If I'm in the mood to pay a little bit more attention, I like working on the other one. So that's all the cross stitching I got done. I did, however, with Danielle at Stitcherista channel help, took the plunge into diamond painting. My birthday is next month, and I went ahead and had my daughter, because you know she's 2 and I can pick out my own gift from her, get me something. It is going to be for her room, but I wanted to try. Sorry for the crinkling. I don't want to open this up. There is some loose diamonds running around. Oh, you can't see that very well at all. It is Moana on the... Okay, let me see if I can open this up. Sorry, crinkle, crinkle. There we go. All right, so I got Moana on the beach. It is a 60 by 80. I got it on AliExpress. I am now just waiting to buy some bead containers because this is a lot of beads. It came in quite bigger than I anticipated. Obviously, I don't understand the the centimeter thing. I don't understand inches either. I have to have a measuring tape. So I'm kind of excited. I was hoping it would be an accent piece for her bedroom, but it's going to be the centerpiece. It's quite big. I'm really excited to start it. I'm like jonesing. I'm having to hold myself off and say, I really need to organize these diamonds first. Oh, and I did buy, so that's a purchase. And I did buy a couple patterns this last 2 weeks. I've gotten so many patterns that I finally made myself a stitching pattern book. But I did buy, let's do this one first. The Beauty and the Beast one. I just love that. So cute. And I like how I can take the different motifs and do different things with them, which I do plan on doing. I think having this at the bottom of a pillow cuff would be very cute. And then I got the Peter Pan one. Peter Pan is very special to my family. My boys used to watch, and they still do, Jake and the Neverland Pirates on Disney Junior. And for those of you who don't know, there's 3 pirates, Jake, Cubby, and Izzy, and they are on Neverland. And they thwart Hook at his mischievousness. And Peter Pan makes an appearance, so does Tinkerbell, but it's kind of like a spin-off from Peter Pan. So my youngest son's first Halloween, I think he was maybe 6 months old. The boys wanted to be Peter Pan. So I made them their costumes, got them their hats, got them all set up, and I made my youngest son into TikTok Croc. I crocheted him a crocodile beanie, and then I had him in a green printed onesie. And so my husband was playing with the kids and had my smallest son and was running around chasing him, doing the TikTok Croc song. Well, for whatever reason, it stuck. My second oldest couldn't say Caleb, which is his name, and so he became TikTok. Now it's called Tiki. And when you ask him what his name is, he'll tell you, I'm TikTok Croc. He loves everything in crocodiles. He loves Peter Pan. He loves it all. My mom tells me we were not calling him Tiki, and she tells me, she goes, people who don't understand are going to think you nicknamed him after a blood-sucking insect. So now all of Flosstube can know that, no, it's after TikTok Croc. So I'm real excited to do this one. There's even, just this little motif I can put on things for him if he wants. It'll either be for his room or it'll go in the family room. I'm thinking about doing the cushion finish right there. Not like that. That's a little too frilly for me. But do some kind of cushion for him to use in the den. So there's a little inside on my family nicknames there. And then I do have a story. I would believe it was on Stitch Mania. There was a lady who posted an update pic of a Beauty and the Beast full coverage she was doing. And it starts out blue, and then it has Beast facing one way, and it has Belle facing the other way, and it's definitely the newer Beauty and the Beast. I fell in love with it, head over heels in love with it, asked her where she got it, ran directly over to the site. They had a green one, but they didn't have the original one. And I'm talking so green that her dress was green. I'm a purist. Her dress is yellow. I want it yellow. I don't want it green. So I was so sad. I went back and told her, I was like, I can't find it. Is it somewhere else? And she says that sometimes they do special editions and they leave. And so I was heartbroken. And so I kept on going back to the site, which was Tilton Crafts. Tilton Crafts. And I don't know what I was looking for. I think I was just looking for another Beauty and the Beast on the same lines that wasn't green. And one of the times I went on, I think it was a month later, and they had it back. And so I immediately grabbed it. There it is. Again, I'm sorry for the black and white, but that's what my printer does. I just think that's absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be one of my Mania starts. Is it crazy that I'm planning Mania already? I didn't get to participate this year because I didn't know what it was. And so I am looking at doing that already. I am changing it to a Craft Mania though, getting all my Christmas gifts started for Christmas. So in November, I'm not freaking out trying to get everything done. My Haid is also one of my starts. Speaking of the Haid, so the fabric I need to do this Haid is pretty big because I'm going to be doing it on 14 or 18 count.
Mommy,
What, honey?
I have a cereal.
No, you cannot have cereal. We just had lunch. Please go in the den. Kids.
Mommy, Flosstube.
Yes, please. Sorry about that interruption. Kids trying to get cereal, which they already had for breakfast and they've had lunch. But the fabric I need is big because I'm probably going to do it on either 14 count or 18 count. I figure I'm going to be doing this for at least a year. I need to be comfortable. And the 18 count was stretching it for me. So I went to look for the gridded ones because I'm a little worried with this thing being so big. It's going to cost $100 for this piece of fabric. Is it worth it? Is it necessary? I mean, I know this is nothing compared to a Haid, but I'm having no problems doing this. Yes, I've had to rip out a couple times. That doesn't bother me. And so I'm wondering if I can get away with just regular fabric. Give me just 1 second. I got another kid at the door. Raymond, I'll be with you in just a minute. Okay, I understand that Chicky got another juice box. Yes, you can have one. Juice box wars. So I guess that's better than the last video I shot. Husband called in the middle of it, and I don't know how to edit yet. I really should figure that out, and so I had to stop because I'm recording on my phone. I think this is round 3. I think we're going to leave these in. But I'm having no problem doing this. So if you've done a Haid and you have an opinion, please let me know. Is it worth it for the $100? I mean, over 2 years, that's $50 a year. It's not that expensive. And maybe it'll be a Christmas gift my husband gives me. I don't know. Let me know if you have a preference one way or the other, because I am kind of having a hard time figuring out to go gridded or not gridded. But anyways, I do have a few other patterns that I haven't showed you guys that I got right about the time I discovered Etsy. Got them pretty quickly. I got this one. Never let your wings be stolen from you. I am doing this for my mom for Christmas. And I'm going to dye some purple background fabric. I'm pretty excited about that. I think she's going to love it. She absolutely adores that movie and everything about it. And so that will be hers. Yeah, that will be hers for Christmas. That's her Christmas gift. And then when I bought the Jack Skellington piece, they had a thing where it was buy 2, get 1 free. So I have the Jack Skellington, and then I have a stained glass Beauty and the Beast. And then on my last one, I got this Hogwarts. Oh, I love it. Love, love, love Hogwarts. Why do I do this to myself, though? Notice the theme here. I tend to like full coverage. But I don't think that one's going to get started for a while. But I have it. It's here. It's waiting for me. There's some other pieces I want to start before then. So it's in no rush. I still want to buy, there's a Zelda piece on Etsy that I want to get to start next year for Mania. He's got his bow and he's kind of backwards looking at you, kind of like this. And so I want to get that done. And then I'm going to do a Darth Vader piece for May the 4th. So Hogwarts is definitely on the back burner. But I have it. It's there. It was free. If I ever need it, it's there. Although I do think that I can probably stop buying patterns at this point. Need the Zelda piece. And I need the one from Clouds Factory, the Disney Princess one. That's $78. That one was a tough pill to swallow. I haven't bought it yet, but I am saving my craft budget to purchase that. And I have a couple of the Biscornu patterns from there. But that's pretty much it. I know I discussed last time some books. I haven't even started reading, or I did start. I think I'm a couple chapters into the book series. But I've actually started reading Yargo. It's an older book. My mother-in-law loves it. And so I started and finished. My husband finished reading it to me last night. it's different. It's definitely a different one. Wasn't expecting the ending. I missed that one. Kind of made me chuckle a little bit. Um, but I mean, it was an easy read. It was a decently fun adventure type thing. But that's all I've done besides baseball. Um, it's Father's Day today. My husband is working at the fire station. He will not be home until tomorrow. And so tomorrow we're going to go out to the lake and do a big barbecue. My grandpa's bringing out the boat. We're going to get a family picture taken. Oh, speaking about family pictures, my daughter let her brother cut her hair to her scalp. He scalped her, guys. He scalped her. I had to take her in. Thankfully, my hairstylist could get her in within like 20 minutes. So she's got a pixie cut now. I can't braid it. I can't nothing. It's pixie cutted. And so when it's this way, kind of hides, kind of Donald Trump's comb over style. But if you flip it this way, she's kind of got the pink I'm a rock star thing going on because it's shaved. So now she's going to be in family pictures with the pixie cut, which is fine. But she doesn't have she's 2. Her hair's pretty thin. I'm going to put a bow in it, I think, like a headband. I've had short hair in the past. I don't mind short hair. I've waited through 3 boys to have a girl to be able to do her hair, and now it's gone. I think I almost had a panic attack. But it'll be okay. Just one picture, right? Versus the next umpteen years of being able to do her hair. But we're going to go do that. We're going to have fun and take him out and my grandpa out and have a good Father's Day. And that's pretty much all I think I'm going to be doing. I've got friends coming in for dinner tomorrow night too, making a ham and all that jazz. But anyways, oh, and a blueberry pie. It's not complete Father's Day without a blueberry pie for my husband. Man likes himself some pies, so I'll be making his blueberry pie today. But that's all I have today. If you have any questions about any of the patterns, I will answer them to the best of my abilities. I probably cannot answer your question about cross stitch, but if you want to ask, I can try my best. But I am definitely a novice and learning as I go. So we'll see you next time. Bye.